Hi, Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Shaidatul Izwanimiti Azmi and today I would like to tell you that plastic straw have many implications to the environment. Let me tell you something. I went to Starbucks last week and I heard a young man ask for a straw from the seller. At first, his friend stopped him from taking the straw and this phrase came out from his mouth. It's only one straw. Ladies and gentlemen, please imagine if this phrase had been said by 8 billion people. This kind of thought should be erased from ourselves in order to train us from using plastic straw. Do you know that according to National Geographic, 500 million plastic straws are used every single day and it is only in the United States? And tell me, does this value is something to be proud of? It all started 5,000 years ago by the ancient Sumerians created long, thin tubes made of precious metals. But that hasn't stopped the straw from being part of our life. Human civilization have bring the plastic straw as essential, and at the same time they are unaware that it make the world become worsen. Therefore, I am telling you not to use plastic straw, how and where to start, and the disadvantages of using plastic straw in daily life. Let's look closely at why it's wrong to use plastic straws in every cup of our drinks. Firstly, as we all know, plastic straws are very harmful to the environment. How plastic straws can be harmful to the environment? Plastics take a very long time to decompose. According to Worldwide Fund for Nature Australia, plastics can take up to 200 years to decompose. UNEP said that much of plastics that ends up in landfills and take hundreds, even thousands years to decompose, possibly harmful elements seeping into the soil and water. The majority of these plastics degrade into microplastics, and proceedings of the Royal Society announced that the presence of microplastics affect soil fauna, which can decrease the species that live below the surface such as mites, larvae and other tiny creatures. Please bear in mind, when plastic particles degrade, they acquire new physical and chemical properties, raising the possibility that they will be harmful to living things. Additionally, the likelihood of harmful consequences occurring increases in the number of potentially impacted species and ecological. Besides that, plastic straws can be harmful to wildlife. We can see plastic straws everywhere from land to ocean. Every year, plastic straw killed millions of creatures including birds, fish and other marine life, and only small percent of plastic are recycled and much of it infect our crop and animals, eventually making their way into our food chain. In the marine species perspective, many of them confused by plastic straw that make into the water for food. These straws potentially to suffocate them or become stuck in their digestive system. In a study conducted in 2015, plastic straw became one of the causes of species extinction. Victims like whales and other marine mammals that unfortunately eating the plastic straw are exposing themselves to death, as eating plastic straw resulting in malnutrition, intestinal blockage or slow poisoning. But luckily, there is a way to break a link in this chain. Even the smallest effort can stop this chain. It strike and reverse it, and every one of us can do it. So what can we do? Yes, by using metal straw. Exactly. The use of metal straw can save the environment. Metal straw can be reused again and again because metal straw is made up of stainless steel, which does not rust and high durability. I am supporting the use of metal straw as a study conducted by Roy et al. Stated that more than 50% of manufactured plastics, including plastic straw, are disposed of after a single use, leading to 150 million tons of annual plastic waste worldwide. We don't want to make these statistics become even more bigger and the environment worsening at a time, right? So that by using metal straw, people will not throw it after a single use, as it can be washed and reuse it over and over again. Hence, once a small circle or small group start to use metal straw instead of plastic straw, eventually they can spread awareness among people to use metal straw to protect the environment. Besides that, the government should stop the supplies of plastic straw in the country. First thing first, stop the supplies of plastic straw in the restaurant, convenience store and others, so that people will find another way to drink, Either they will sip directly from the cup or get their own metal straw or other types of straws. Establishing a new regulations specified for the ban of plastic is one of the main jobs to be done, as people are tied to the regulation and they would obey the law as they know the penalty will be issued if they are against the law. At the same time, government and non-government organizations should support this effort towards zero plastic in the world by advertising it at billboard, mass media like television and radio, as well as magazines and newspapers to attract more people to join the campaign. From this justification, it is proven that plastic straws should be banned to reduce the death of species and save the environment. By stop using plastic straw, you will begin to experience a game changer in lifetime. This will build a new perspective among people where the environment will be plastic free, and people may realize the advantages of avoiding plastic straw specifically to the environment. Reducing the use of plastic is part of global responsibility in helping the worldwide issue of plastic pollution. The ban of plastic straw will make the beach and environment cleaner, reduction in death and injury to wildlife, as well as reduce environmental contamination and litter. Thus, people will enjoy a peaceful life in a clean and safe world. Besides that, metal straw will make the users feel easier to drink, as it can be carried any time and anywhere, save their money, as the purchase of metal straw lasts for almost 5 years because it is durable and reusable. Ladies and gentlemen, good things take time to happen. If our country make the first move towards zero plastic and we make it, other countries will follow our steps and support the enforcement of not using plastic straw, as the awareness of stopping using plastic straw is spreading all over the world. Wildlife and ocean creatures are more secured, eventually reducing the number of species extinction and protect the environment. Don't just think about what you can do, but go do it. Ladies and gentlemen, this effort of stopping the use of plastic straw is seen to be not supported by many people. Even there are many plastic straw free campaigns have been organized by many organizations. Here, I want to tell you the consequences if plastic straws are continuously being used by people without being aware of the implications. The first problem is plastic straw is not biodegradable. This means one plastic straw goes to landfill, small organisms cannot break them down by consuming them. Instead, pollutes the soil and water sources. In addition, plastic straw pollute ocean and waterways. It's not bearable when a mass of plastic straw floating on the ocean surface. Plastic straw might be small, but when we use billions of them, they make a significant impact to plastic waste in our ocean, eventually leading to species extinction in the future. To wrap this up, changing the people's perception of using plastic straw will give a positive impact to the environment. One small action of the people in the world can make a big changes to the world if we can do this together by choosing to stop using plastic straw in order to save the environment. So for the next step, each one of us should own a pouch of metal straw and start saying no to plastic straw every time we're buying a drink. Start doing our responsibility to protect the environment in whatever way. A simple action means a lot to the ecosystem, so do act right now. Our world is worsening day by day and it's time to say no to plastic straw.